Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sonia and I'm so glad you're here. If today is your first day stopping by my channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back, my friend. In today's video, we've got a lot of work to get done outside the house. So today's video will be working on the porch, the pool deck, and then the pool. And it's going to be a dramatic transformation on our porch, you guys. If you've been here very long at all, then you have seen my front porch. It's huge. I love it. But I didn't realize how big it was until we started this project. So anyway, if you're here for that, grab your big old glass of sweet tea, a glass of ice water, or even a glass of Diet Coke, because you're going to need something cool because it's hot outside. It's done got hot. But anyway, if you like this kind of content, give it a big old thumbs up. It helps me out so much. And you guys, y'all have blown me out of the water. We are above 2,800 subscribers. I'm so excited. Almost at that 3,000 mark. So if you like this content and you know somebody else that would like it, share this video. Share a link to my channel. I appreciate it so much. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything at all to support my little old channel. But anyway, let's get started and get these tasks taken care of so that we are ready for summertime. Let's go. Our first task was to get this entire porch stained. We used the Thompson's Water Seal Chestnut Brown in the semi-transparent. I did not realize how big our porch was until we actually started staining it, guys. Oh my, this project has about wore me out. But we've got all these rafters under here that we're not going to stain, but we are going to stain the posts and then the bottom portion of the rafters. But anyway, I've got a lot of staining to do, but my hubby's helping me on this day, and so we're going to get started and get this porch stained.
Drive the whole along. Being with you is like being on the rodeo highways. Brings out the wild waves. I got a little crush on you. You say that I'm crazy. It's just the way that I get every time that I am.
The difference in the wood after I put the stain on is just beautiful. I love this color. I think we used this color on the last porch that we had on our house that burnt. And we're beginning to think we probably should have gone with the solid stain though, because we finally put so many coats on it that it's really not semi-transparent. It's more of a solid color, but we love it anyway. And I'm sitting out here on my porch editing this video, and I'm not sure if you're getting the birds in the background, but the birds are going crazy. So if you hear the birds, just please excuse it. It's just a beautiful day to be sitting out on the porch editing. But anyway, we're going to get this side porch done and move on to something else.
It's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Hey, playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wild.
And I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but this is actually the side porch that goes where, as you can see, where our carport is. It's the side entrance to our house, but our porch actually connects all the way across the front and then around to the west side of our house. But you always, when you're staining something, you always do your posts and then your upper parts first and do your floors last.
Got a little crush on you.
And I don't know what I was thinking taking on this project. This is definitely a project for at minimum 2 people. In the end, it actually ended up being me, my husband, our daughter, and our son-in-law. They came and helped us with the stain and putting up our bird block and things. But like I said before, I had no idea how actually big our porch was until we took on this stain it project.
Surprise that with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about. We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. Honey, you are my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way.
I actually took a week's vacation to work on this project. And while this project was very time consuming and tiring, it was very satisfying. Watching the transformation as we rolled on that stain, it was just very satisfying. Even my daughter, when she came over and helped us, she talked about how satisfying it was to see the change in the wood after you put the stain on there. So even though it was very time consuming and we were exhausted, it was definitely worth the effort. And when you see it at the end, you will see what I'm talking about.
You and I are finally here.
And what I tell you, it was exhausting. It was. I mean, I'm almost 58 years old. My husband's almost 70. Now, if we were younger, maybe in our 20s or our 30s, it might not have been so bad. But I'm going to tell you what, by the end of each day, we were both just beat, just almost dead to the world. Here in just a few minutes, you'll see my godson and his family and my grandson. They came over for a visit, and I love when they come over. I get to see, I consider them my kids, and then their kids are my grandbabies. I love them. I love when they visit. And it just makes my world so much better, such a better place to live in. And I'm going to tell you what, when I tell you I got stain all over me, I mean, I got stain all over me. You will see later in the video. But precious moments when people come to visit, especially those that you love, they just seem to make your day so much brighter.
And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
This is what a tired person looks like who's been staining her porch all morning. Anyway, it's time to rest. I think there's maybe a rainstorm coming in, a rain shower, but I'm under the deck. So let me show you what I've been doing. But first, let me show you what I look like. This is what happens when you wear short-legged pants rather than, but these are my work pants, stained. But anyway, I'm going to rest now. Okay, I'm going to show you what I've been doing. This is the first layer of the deck or the porch. I'm out of stain, so I can't walk on it because I don't think this part's wet. Yeah, but I got the tarps up. But as you can see, it looks pretty good. I've still got to do like a second coat here, but over there it's looking really good. The posts look really good. Of course, all this will come down when I'm finished. But yeah, that's what I've been doing on my first day of vacation. And I'm gonna have to do some touch up here too. So, but it looks pretty good. And I'm gonna tell you guys, do not waste your money on this stuff. Do not waste your money. It is the same thing as that right there. That's $5 or $6. This was $10 a gallon. So don't waste your money. So we don't have the porch done because of course it's raining. The bottoms I made, but we got the rails done. Got that drying. Got all of the columns done. We're not gonna do that up there. We still have to do all of this because it's a lot, y'all. This is a lot of porch. We still have to stain this. Stain the outside, but we do have this part done. This part up here is done and it's repelling the water so much better. The only thing we gotta do is come back and do the cracks. And then I can clean all this up. But it looks so much better. When it's not raining, maybe I can get finished up. But that's what we've got done so far. So hopefully this rain will subside soon and I can clean all this up. Throw all that away, except for my milk jug. It's not going anywhere. I'm gonna make a table out of that. And I can get my decorations hung up for the 4th of July. Anyway, that's what I've got done so far. All right, so my next task was to get this pool deck transformed. And you will not believe what I'm using. Yes, it's just bleach. Dollar General bleach put into a simple garden sprayer. And I'm going to spray down this deck, which is about, I think, 4 years old. And it's pressure treated wood, but as you know, it ages when it's out in the sun, exposed and all that. But luckily, I did not have to rinse this because as soon as I got this sprayed with the bleach all over, it began raining. And when I said it rained, I mean it poured. So that kind of saved on my water bill. But to watch the transformation in this wood is just so satisfying and so amazing and very inexpensive. Like I said, don't waste your money buying that 30-second outdoor cleaner because it's nothing more than bleach. Just go buy you some bleach.
If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. Oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you.
And this shows you that transformations do not have to be expensive. They don't have to break the bank. Just a couple of jugs of bleach, which is like maybe $10 at Dollar General. Some places you can get it cheaper than that. And just a garden sprayer, which you can get pretty much at Dollar General, or I got mine at Lowe's, makes an amazing transformation.
I set out on a road that I built with my own two hands. I met friends on the way, people chosen to make a stand.
I felt strong in the sun as I walked onto Pastor's Green. Saw forgiveness together as spaces in between. And I'll be with you through the night. And I'll turn every wrong to right. Baby, we're children of summer, we're meant to be free. Honey, we're not like the others, no reason to be. And my ventures, they brought me to places I've never been. But you can walk through this world without a few punches upon your chin. I think I lost you somewhere between 20 and 23. But I still hold you dear despite the heartbreak you caused in me. 'Cause
You
you
can see the difference. This is before, after, before, and after. And that's not really had time to sit. I've got to go get some more bleach because I'm out of bleach. I ran out of bleach. I should have got some while I was in town. But before, after, before, after. So this is what the porch looks like now that I have it all bleached and cleaned. And now it's raining, so I can't stain it today. But it's all cleaned. And I was going to work on my pool today, but it's raining again. It's been raining all weekend. But this is what it looks like now. It's so much better than it was. Got to get my other umbrella put back up. All right, we are about to take this pool from this state of horrible green. Let me zoom out a little bit. To crystal clear. So the hubby's got to go get some glue to hook the pump back up. But meanwhile, I'm going to get as much junk out of here as I can. Look, I've been skimming the bugs off the top. But all of that is algae that's on the bottom. And I'm going to dump a whole bunch of granulated chlorine in here, some dichlor. I don't use trichlor. Sorry, guys. So I've got this and this, which this I'll put in after, but this is going to treat it. And then I'm going to put this HTH Shock Advance. It's the Cal Hypo Shock. I don't use trichlor because it puts too much stabilizer in your pool. If you get too much stabilizer, then your chlorine is not effective. So this is my pump setup. I have a sand filter. I have my pump. And then that goes back into the pool. And then this, we will hook our fountain to. It'll go up over the side. So, but that's my setup. But he had to go get some glue to get all that back together. So meanwhile, I'm going to work on getting some chlorine in the pool. The wind was so bad this day that you will see me talking, but I decided to do a voiceover because the wind was so bad and the feedback was so bad. My pool is about a 15,000 gallon pool, and each one of the bags of shock, quote unquote shock, will treat 13,000 gallons as maintenance. But what I've got to do is get my pool up to shock level, because shocking a pool is a process, not a product. A lot of people don't understand that. But I've got to get my chlorine level up to a point that will actually kill the algae and bacteria and anything that's in my pool. And just because a pool water is clear does not mean it's clean. because even clear water can have bacteria in it. So you always want to maintain a certain level of chlorine, free chlorine in your pool. So I'm going to put these bags in, and I'm going to use my water hose to mix it up. I know they tell you not to do this, but it's okay. I do it every year, because if you just throw the chlorine granules on to your vinyl liner, they sink down to the bottom, and they can bleach your liner out. And I'm not going to brush it right away, but I want to get some chlorine active in this pool to kill all this dead algae. And so that's what I'm going to do. And then when they're all mixed up, I will pour it into the pool and get this process started. And there's my brother-in-law pulling up, so I got to take a break. Be right back.
I still think of you now, though my memory's turning bleak. I'm still walking this road, though my knees, they are ever so weak.
In all total, I end up putting in 6 bags of the granulated chlorine, but I am mixing them up 2 bags at a time, because trying to put 6 bags of the granules into my bucket at one time is just too many. Now, when you are doing this, make sure you are not inhaling the fumes that are coming up from this. Make sure you're turning your head or holding your breath is what I do. But it's, like I said, they'll tell you not to do this, but I do it every year. So just be careful when you're doing it. Don't wear your best clothes, because inevitably you're going to get splashed and you're going to have bleach stains. So just be careful when you're doing it. But it does work this way.
Dream up a world of pirates. Climb the highest tree. Fall down. Mama, I'm fine, don't worry. Go back out, you see. Sail home, sweet home, where the ships must go together.
Okay, so we're at 4 bags right now.
Call it a day.
These 2 will make 6.
Fight off 1,000 monsters hiding in the sands.
As I'm sitting here doing this voiceover, I am looking at that sky in the background. Does that not look like a painting? Absolutely beautiful. You can't tell me that God is not the most incredible artist. He creates the most beautiful works of art. But I just had to point that out, how beautiful that sky is, and what a beautiful day that this day turned out to be. I think this is actually day 3 or 4 of my vacation. Okay, so I'm gonna get the rest of this put in there and I'll be right back. Okay, you can already see the color, the change starting to happen. It's lighter green over here and it's darker over there. And these bubbles, that's lets me know it's working. It's starting to work. Alright, so now I'm gonna put this HDH Algae Guard Plus. It treats and prevents algae. And it says, okay, 1 fluid ounce for every 1,000 gallons. 16 ounces. So I'm going to put all of it in there. And I'm going to start up here, and then I'm just going to walk around, go down and then walk around and pour it.
One day, like a tidal wave, a hurricane, like a thunderstorm, the pouring rain, it comes rolling in. Right away, it hits you like a ton of lead.
So this is the best algae treatment you can buy here. And I ordered it off of Amazon. When I ordered my NST tabs, I will be ordering some more. Let me show you what, you can tell it's dying already. Okay. See all that stuff? That's the algae that was on the bottom of my pool. It's dying. It's no longer green. And it's changing colors. Already. So I put 10 pounds of shock in there and the algae treatment. And so now I'm going to brush it. Wow, it's happening quick. You guys see that? I don't know why I said 10 pounds of shock. I did 6 bags, which each bag is a pound. So I did 6 pounds. Now it's time to get this brush put together and brush the bottom of the pool, get all this algae loose so that that chlorine can do its job and turn this green water to blue.
It'll stay and hit you harder, don't go away. Hit you deeper, running through your veins for one more day.
And I know some of you are thinking, why did you let your pool get in this condition? Well, let me tell you, I put a pool cover on this pool, but because we had no wind block and the severe storm systems that we have, and we even have tornadoes in December, it tore my cover off. And not only did it tear my cover up, it tore up my top rails. So it is just easier for me not to damage my top rails again and just clean the pool this way. And as you can see over there on the on the right, one of my pool rails is actually in the pool, so I've got to get that out. So I'm going to continue to brush this so that it'll get all this stuff stirred up.
You can't keep up, you fall behind. You lost your aim.
Show y'all. It's done went from green to blue. It's a blue, which means the algae is dying. Dying. I gotta scoop out some more of that stuff. Start putting some water. Okay, see, it's really blue now. So I'm going to skim some more stuff off the top. We've got our pump all set up, and I'm going to probably add some more shock, brush it, and then flock it. And tomorrow I can start vacuuming it out to waste. Okay, I had to add 5 more bags of shock because I brushed it and it started going green again. So I just dumped 5 more bags in there. I'm going to start putting some water in it to get it up to the skimmer so that I can put the flock in it, circulate it for 2 hours, turn it off, and then let everything drop to the floor, and then I can be able to vacuum it out tomorrow. But I'm going to let this sit for a little while. Give it a couple of hours, 24 hours later. Now I'm going to put some more flock in it because apparently it needs more. So I went and got some more this morning, and I'm going to double dose it. But all the algae's dead, so we're going to put the flock in it. My pool boys at work this morning. Well, we hit a big old snag. Our pool pump went out and I had to go buy a new one. So it kind of put us behind getting this pool taken care of. So we're having to add more shock to it, and it's going to take a little bit longer, but not giving up. It's going to be blue. Well, I will have to say this has been my hardest year so far getting my pool clean. You can't really tell it, I don't think, unless you look, but you can see the bottom pattern. It's just kind of hard. I flocked it again last night, and so now I'm just waiting for it to continually flock all the way down so I can vacuum to waste, which hopefully that will be tomorrow when I come home from work. Meanwhile, I'm just skimming off the bugs and stuff off the top, but we're getting there. But this is why I have trees now. I've never had trees before, and I had tons of leaves in my pool. But y'all, the porch is looking awesome. Hubby's been working on it. We still got to do coats there, but my hubby's been working on it while I've been at work this week. Of course, we got to do that down there, but it's looking spectacular, I think. Looks so good. It's windy here, but I just wanted to film a little bit of an update. But I mean, y'all, look at that. Look how good that looks. We're going to finish that up tonight, hopefully. But man, he's been using that to lay on and get all of the pieces of the lattice covered because he's OCD like me. So, and my plants are starting to grow. And tonight I'm going to do these underneath the steps and touch them up. But it looks so good. So good. We're just looking good. Got storms rolling in again. Of course. We're going to finish this up today. Definitely got storms rolling in. This looks really good, I think. Really, really good. Let's go see if she's clearing up a little bit. She looks like she is. You know, she was doing good yesterday. It's been a process this year, though. This will be on a different video. I've got to leave to go to a conference on Monday, so I won't have time to stain this. But look how pretty. It's looking so good. Not quite clear yet. Got to do some more vacuuming. But we're getting there. We are getting there. Got to change out the filter sock this morning. And after the rain is over, I will do some more vacuuming. It's just going to take a little bit, but you can see the bottom pattern a little bit. But we are no longer green. We are strictly blue. There's the storms that are rolling in this morning. So it's going to take a little bit before I can work on the pool. So now I'm backwashing, and I'm going to backwash till that runs clear, because that's all the stuff that it's filtered out of my pool. So I've got my thing set to backwash. Starting to clear up a little bit. The water was dirty. start to clear up now. There she goes. Trying to get this done before it starts lightening. Much better. And now I'm going to turn it to rinse. I just have to go over here and turn my pool off. Don't mind this mess. This is more we got to get cleaned up. So now I'm going to turn it to rinse. And then we'll turn it back on for 1 minute. Or like, not a minute, maybe 20 seconds. Okay, so now it's gonna rinse. Rinse that top water off clean for about 20 seconds. And mine is a little discolored. I really need a new one. A new sight. And I've got to get me a new gauge. I see my gauge is not working because my pressure is not that. I'll show y'all when we turn it back off. My pressure's not that. See how clear that is now? Okay. So now we turn it back to filter. Okay, so see, this is with my filter off. My gauge is at 2.5. So I know that I gotta replace that. And now we're filtering again. Yeah, see, we're back over here. So I know my gauge. I gotta get a new gauge. But see how clear the water is? Looking so much better. It's still kind of cool this morning too. But that's the pool. Nothing quite like beautiful, clear pool water. Even after all of the hard work it took, it was definitely worth the effort. I mean, just look at the difference. So soon we will be swimming, floating, and just relaxing in our pool. I am loving this color on this porch. Like I said, we've still got to do the cracks. We're going to do them today, this afternoon, after this system moves out. It's supposed to move out this afternoon. We can work on that, get all that cleaned up, get all these done. I may have to add a little bit more here because it's not quite dark enough here. So I'll be adding some more there. And then we'll get this cleaned up and show you what it looks like after. So that's what we've been working on for like the last 2 weeks. So make sure that you stay tuned and you come back and clean and organize and decorate this porch with me for the 4th of July. That'll be happening when I get back from Rogers, Arkansas next week, which is where I'm going. There's a tractor coming by, so that's the parts of living. Well, actually, it's not a tractor, it's a backhoe, but you'll hear it in the background. Can you hear it? You'll see it in just a second. There it goes. But just like I said, make sure you come back for the decorate with me when I do this porch in the next video, because I've got some stuff coming in today and I've got to go pick up my plants. Like I said, we're going to finish these cracks and then I will do a clean and decorate with me on the inside of my house coming up in a couple of weeks. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you for being patient. And I know this video is a few days late, but like I said, I just kind of wanted to get it as close to finished as we could. Didn't realize, I knew our porch was big, but my gosh, I didn't know how big it was until we started staining it. So thank you so much for hanging out with us and supporting my channel. I appreciate it more than you will know. And remember what I always say, make sure you take time to go out and make those memories with the ones you love. May God bless you richly in the coming days, and I'll see you in the next video.